Let's start with the obvious. Male and female dogs have different reproductive and genital systems. Many of the biological differences between male and female dogs are tied to their reproductive hormones. Testosterone is the primary sex hormone in males and may contribute to behaviors like roaming, mounting, and urine marking. In females, the ovaries produce estrogen and progesterone, which regulate their heat cycle and contribute to behavioral changes like agitation and receptiveness to males. Neutering or spaying a dog will reduce behaviors driven by sex hormones. There are size differences between males and females, too. Male dogs tend to be larger than female dogs, and with this greater size comes greater physical strength. It's something to keep in mind if you might struggle with a bigger, stronger dog on leash. Do female dogs have periods? Female dogs do not have monthly periods like humans. However, they do go through an estrus cycle, commonly known as the heat cycle, which involves vaginal discharge or bleeding. Going into heat means that the dog is able to carry a litter, and her body will produce a secretion that attracts male dogs. A spayed dog won't experience a heat cycle and will not be interested in reproduction. Unspayed females will go into heat typically twice a year, which can involve behavioral changes and the need for extra care to prevent unwanted pregnancies. These behavioral changes may include restlessness and higher levels of aggression. Temperament and personality. Some people assert that male dogs are goofier and more affectionate, while others argue that female dogs are more loyal and independent. But these generalizations aren't true for all dogs. While more studies are needed, there is some evidence that male and female dogs differ in how they interact with humans. Females seem to need a job to do. They enjoy problem-solving behavior that encourages cooperative behavior from their humans. Male dogs, on the other hand, may prefer unstructured social play with humans. However, it's essential to recognize that these differences are not definitive and can vary widely from dog to dog. In the end, a dog's temperament is influenced more by their experiences, socialization, and the environment in which they were raised. Training. Many people claim that female dogs are easier to train than male dogs, but the research on this is limited. A 2017 study published in Royal Society Open Science found that female dogs demonstrated greater obedience. In theory, this should mean they're more trainable than male dogs. Females are also said to mature faster, which could make them easier to train. However, our experts say factors other than sex are at play. Training success is more dependent on the individual dog's personality and the consistency of the training program rather than the dog's sex. Some studies show that aggression is more prevalent in male dogs than in female dogs. Even so, aggression can occur in both male and female dogs and is more likely influenced by a dog's environment and socialization than their gender. Unaltered dogs of both genders generally exhibit more aggression than spayed or neutered dogs. Marking and humping behavior. Unneutered male dogs are the most likely to hump and mark their territory, but female dogs can also engage in humping and marking behaviors, she adds. These behaviors are natural for dogs and aren't exclusive to one gender. Marking is all about communication. In intact dogs, it can signal they're ready to mate, and dogs may mount people, other dogs, or inanimate objects when they're feeling friendly or playful. Compatibility with kids and other animals. Both male and female dogs can get along well with children and other animals provided they're properly socialized. Individual personality and early socialization play a more significant role than sex. If you're concerned about how adding a second dog to your home might play out, our experts recommend focusing on compatible personalities rather than genders. For example, if you have an assertive, dominant dog, then selecting a less dominant dog would be advised, or if you have a high-energy dog, might prefer a high-energy companion. One gender isn't inherently healthier than the other, and the basic care requirements for male and female dogs are essentially the same. This goes for their diet, exercise, grooming needs, and routine veterinary care. For instance, unspayed female dogs can develop mammary gland tumors and pyometra, and unneutered male dogs are at risk of testicular cancer and prostate issues. Furthermore, male dogs are more likely to experience joint problems like arthritis due to their larger size. Health-related costs will be similar between the sexes. However, spay procedures are often more expensive than neuter surgeries. This is because spaying involves more complicated and time-consuming abdominal surgery. Which should you get? While a dog's sex may not be a strong indicator of how well they'll fit into your family, there are some differences you might want to consider before adopting one over the other. Pros and cons of female dogs. Number 1. Smaller in size and weight. Number 2. Intact females will experience a heat cycle twice a year. Number 3. Intact females are at risk of mammary tumors and uterine infections. Number 4. May enjoy cooperative puzzle solving with humans. Number 5. May be less prone to aggression. Pros and cons of male dogs. Number 1. Larger in size and weight. Number 2. Intact males are more likely to exhibit behaviors like marking, mounting, and roaming. Number 3. Intact males are at risk of testicular cancer and prostate issues. Number 4. May enjoy unstructured social play with humans. Number 5. May be more prone to aggression. Ultimately, both experts agree that a dog's sex shouldn't be the primary factor when selecting a new pet. Male and female dogs can exhibit different behaviors and characteristics, but these differences are often subtle and can be influenced significantly by the dog's breed, socialization, and individual personality. Instead of placing emphasis on a dog's sex, try meeting them and learning about their past experiences to get a feel for how they'll fit into your life. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to learn more about the differences between male and female dogs across various breeds, be sure to check out this playlist. We're looking forward to your likes and comments, so if you have any different experiences or opinions, please share them with us.